I don't think there is a health system like the one in Panama. And from here you can go everywhere. It's easy. Panama is an amazing country.
Welcome to Palace Conversations. Meet your host Simon Hornstein from palacelife.com, your international emigration partner, speaking with Dr. Eliezer Burstein, a renowned gynecologist, obstetrician, and fertility specialist in Panama, who speaks 4 languages and lived and practiced in Israel, Brazil, and Canada before.
What inspired you in the beginning to become a doctor?
Okay, I've always wanted to be a doctor since I was 4 years old. I don't know what it was. Maybe I heard something. I don't know.
You have no doctors in your family, like
Well,
before?
my father has a cousin who is a doctor. Maybe I heard something about him. I really don't know. But I remember I was walking in the street with my mom in Brazil, and I told her in the middle of the street, "Mom, I want to be a doctor." She was like, "Okay, let's continue, walk on." We're in the middle of the street, and I was like, "But Mom, I want to be a doctor." She, "Okay, let's go." And that's it. And from then on, I just wanted to be a doctor. And when I started the medicine, I went to see my first delivery, and then I decided I wanted to be an obstetrician. I really like that. It's like amazing.
So what is the vision behind your practice here in Panama?
Well, first of all, to make everyone feel comfortable when they're with me. It's not an easy profession, especially for a man. You get here people that it's their first time uh, being in a doctor in an awkward position, awkward environment, and just try to make them feel comfortable, to give them what they need, to help them, and be a person, be someone they can trust. I think that's the most people will tell you about me.
And are most of your patients foreigners or Panamanians?
Yes, I have also foreigners. There are a lot of people from Venezuela here that came with all the problems over there. And there are also a lot of people from Brazil, from multinationals that work here. And I have a lot of patients from Brazil and Venezuela also.
And like, what would you tell people that want to come to Panama, want to live here, and don't know the health system that well yet? What would you say? How can you compare it to like the American system or the Israeli system?
Well, that I can give you a good answer because I've been like in a lot of places, and I'll tell you, I don't think there is a health system like the one in Panama. It's a private practice. Once you get your insurance here, a private insurance company here, you get a very good service. You had a lot of doctors here that studied either here and did a master's outside in the States, in Canada, in other places, in Spain, Europe, Argentina, a lot of places. They're well prepared. And it's true that we don't see the volume of patients that are seen in other practices in other parts of the world. But for most of the things, Panama has a very good health system, and it's also more personalized. It's not like in other places that you get to a doctor or a consul. You don't have an address. You don't have where to go, and you don't have whom to call if you have a problem. You just have to go to someone and hope that he will tell you exactly what you have. Here you have an address, you have someone that you can go to, someone that you can already know and trust him. So I think that's a very important thing from the health system in Panama.
And people can, like patients can speak English with you and
Yes,
a lot of the doctors as well.
yes, I speak English, Portuguese, Hebrew, Spanish. So I'm okay with that. I have other doctors' friends that they speak Russian. So yes, there's a lot of doctors here that can speak any language. There are doctors that studied also, other doctors that studied in Israel. Well, I don't know if but in France, but I know that in Germany there are some doctors also, but in English you have a lot of doctors here that speak English.
And what would you say patients like most surprised about when they come here to the hospital the first time?
I think that they don't imagine a health system like this. It's like in other places, you, as I told you, you just go to a clinic and to see the doctor, you have to wait and wait and wait, and you have a limited time for him to see you. And then if you have to go to the hospital, it's not him that is going to see you. He just gives you a letter to go to the hospital, and you don't know who's going to see you over there. And here you have a doctor that will go with you the whole way.
Or like the doctor accompanies you to the hospital?
Yes, I have a patient. The patient today,
Yeah.
I saw her in the clinic in the morning as an outpatient clinic, and she started with a contraction afterwards. So I left her in the hospital, and was with her until she gave birth and finished and came to be with you.
And like, what would you say is a secret about Panama that you would like to share with foreigners that don't know that much about Panama yet?
Well, Panama is an amazing country. You have a lot of places where to be. Uh, Amazing places that I don't even know them. I haven't had the time to go and explore them. You have islands in the Caribbean, islands in the Pacific. You have a lot of beautiful places. You have fauna, and you have like birds and everything, whales, uh, everything. And it's amazing. The food here is delicious. You probably know that.
Yes.
And you have a lot of restaurants with different kinds of food, and one is better than the other.
I mean, when you compare Mexico, Israel, Brazil,
And
and
Canada,
Panama, Canada,
every
it's
place is different. Every place has its own charm. But if you would ask me where I would like to be this moment in my life, I would say it's here.
hmm.
It's it's the place for me to be when I want to retire, uh, to help my children grow up. Hopefully, one day have grandchildren here and help them grow up here. And from here, you can go everywhere. It's easy. You have the United States, you have South America, you have the Caribbean,
Hmm.
Europe. It's a jump away. It's easy. My daughter just graduated from a master's in Spain, and I had to go to her graduation. I took a flight Thursday night, and I was here back on Sunday afternoon. And it was 2 days, but I enjoyed it a lot. It was like easy,
Very convenient.
very convenient also. Yeah. You can go at night and take a cab without worrying. And I have only $3.
Three
Okay.
dollars.
Yeah. And the eldest one is 22. The second one is 19, and the other one is 16. And they drive at night. They go with their friends to Casco Viejo.
Oh,
And even there, it's
yeah,
safe.
it's safe.
It's safe, so we don't worry that much, and it's amazing for them, and for us. We build here a very good nucleus of friends, very close friends that we go out with them every week. We see them, we enjoy everything Panama has to offer. Well, I work a lot, so I can't do everything that they do, but it's amazing here.
And is there anything else that you would like to tell people that consider coming to Panama and are perhaps a little bit worried about uh, will they get like the best care for their children or
Well, Panama is safe. They have a very good healthcare system. You have to do your research before you go to any doctor, as usually in any place in the world. But once you do your research, you can trust that the doctor that is in front of you it's gonna be thinking on the best for you and your kids over.
Thank you so much.
No, you're welcome.